Hello everyone, Archana is here. Welcome to the fourth session of presentation in English. In today's session, I'm going to deal with first poem, Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. Before we deal with the poem, let us know about the poet. William Shakespeare is an English playwright and poet, widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's preeminent dramatist. He is well known to the world through his timeless characters that are universal in their appeal. The themes that he deals with also touch the human lives across the globe. The extracts from William Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet express the implicit feelings of Romeo and Juliet for each other. These verses are known for their rich imagery laced with powerful emotions. Here, Romeo and Juliet is a play. Actually, it is a play and it is a tragedy written by William Shakespeare. Here, in the poem, you have two verses. It is extracted verses from the play Romeo and Juliet. Deal with the poem. Let us know about the background of the poem. The two noble families of Verona, the Capulets and the Montagues, were sworn enemies. They are deadly enemies, they are rivals to each other. Romeo and Juliet belong to rival families. Romeo and Juliet belongs to rival families. Romeo belonged to Montagues, whereas Juliet belonged to Capulet family. Old Lord Capulet hosted a grand supper. Though Romeo belonged to the family of Montagues, he attended the supper in disguise to see Rosaline. There, he sees Juliet on the dance floor and is fascinated by her beauty. After the dance, he learns that she is the daughter of Lord Capulet. She feels attracted to the man from the enemy family. The following verses express their implicit feelings for one another. Romeo, though uninvited, makes his presence at the grand supper hosted by Lord Capulet just to meet Rosaline. He finds Juliet so attractive on the dance floor that he is overwhelmed with strong emotions. Now, let us deal with the poem. Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It sees she hangs upon the cheek of night, like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear, beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove drooping with crows, as yonder lady over her fellows shows. The measure done, I will watch her place of stand, and touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now? Forswear it sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night. In the first stanza, Romeo expresses his feelings towards Juliet. He stares and stares at Juliet and says, "Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night like a ritual in an Ethiop's ear, beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear." Here, the beauty of Juliet is compared to nature. Romeo says that even the bright light of a torch would look dull before the brightness of Juliet. She was so beautiful that she made the torches around the hall appear to grow dim. She teaches the torches how to burn brightly. Her beauty is of such radiance. Her blazing beauty is the example that the torches follow. She shows the torches how to burn brightly. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. Here, Romeo says that Juliet is too beautiful. She is too beautiful. It looks like she hangs on the cheek of night. What? Romeo says that the beauty of Juliet is like a jewel which is hung in the ear of an African woman. She stands out against the darkness like a jewel earring hanging against the cheek of an African. It means that she was a dazzling jewel illuminating the dark night sky. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. Her beauty is too good for this world. She is too beautiful to die and be buried. Romeo says Juliet is too beautiful to belong to earth. Juliet's beauty is so vast that she cannot die and be buried in the earth. So shows a snowy dove trooping with crows as yonder lady over her fellows shows. The measure done. I will watch her place of stand and touching hers make blessed my rude hand. Here Juliet stood out from the other girls like a snowy dove, like a white dove in a field of crows. Here, Romeo says that Juliet outshines the other women like a white dove in the middle of a flock of crows. When this dance is over, he wants to see her where she stands and then he wants to touch her hand with his rough and ugly one. Juliet is like a white snow which is flying with other common people who belong to the species of crows. Romeo just wishes to express that Juliet belongs to divine world and living among the ordinary and common people. Romeo wants to find the place where Juliet stood and wants to touch her blessed hand and make his own rude hand blessed. Did my heart love till now? For swear it sighed, for I never saw true beauty till this night. Here, Romeo questions himself that did my heart ever love anyone before this moment? And he says that my eyes were liars then because I never saw true beauty before tonight. He couldn't believe himself that he's seeing such a beautiful lady. And he questions whether he ever loved before. He feels this as a true love. You all know that why Romeo attended the party. He attended the party to see Rosalind. But here in the party, he sees a beautiful lady, Juliet, and he started to express his feelings towards Juliet. Romeo thinks that he has never seen a beautiful woman like Juliet before this night. Conclude the first stanza, let us just brief out whatever we have learned in first stanza. Here, Romeo compares Juliet's beauty to nature. Romeo says that even the bright light of a torch would look dull before the brightness of Juliet. It looks like she hangs on the cheek of night. Romeo says that the beauty of Juliet is like a jewel which is hung in the ear of an African woman. Romeo says that Juliet is too beautiful to belong to earth. Juliet's beauty is so vast that she cannot die and be buried in the earth. The earth cannot contain her beauty. He further says Juliet is like a white snow which is flying with other beauty, with other common people who belong to the species of crows. Romeo just wishes to express that Juliet belongs to divine world and living among the ordinary and common people. Romeo wants to find the place where Juliet stood and wants to touch her blessed hand and make his own rude hand blessed. Romeo further asks a question whether he ever loved before. He feels this is the true love. Romeo thinks that he has never seen a beautiful woman like Juliet before this night. Now, let us deal with second stanza. Now, let's deal with the second stanza of the poem. Come, night, come, Romeo, come, thou day in night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow upon a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, loving black-browed night, you be my Romeo, and when I shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. We all know that in the first stanza, Romeo expresses his feelings towards Juliet. He praises the beauty of Juliet by comparing Juliet's beauty to a dove and even a jewel, a rich jewel. And again, he says that she is so beautiful that earth is not fit to take her into it. And in the second stanza, we can see that Juliet expresses her feelings towards a Romeo, and Juliet praises Romeo, and again she compares Romeo to a day coming during night. In the first three lines, you'll get to know that she compares him to a day coming during night. That is, Juliet invites night, for Romeo can only be seen then. She is attracted to his charming aspect, so she compares him to day in night. He looks whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Raven's back. Raven is a black bird. She describes he is whiter than the snow on the black wings of a raven by bringing in the images of night and day. Black and white, William Shakespeare tries to speak by bringing in the images of day and night, black and white. William Shakespeare tries to speak of the brighter side of the life. In spite of having enmity, both Romeo and Juliet fall in love with each other and referred to as a day at night and as a white dove marching over black crows to show the intensity of their love. In the rest of the lines, Juliet praises night with sweet words so that night brings Juliet her charming hero Romeo. Come, gentle night, come, loving dark night. Saying so, Juliet requests to give her Romeo to her, and if she dies, she begs fate to turn him into stars. If she dies, she begs the fate to turn him into stars and form a constellation in his image. His face will make the heaven so beautiful that the world will fall in love with the night and forget the garish sun. She asks night to cut him into little stars. She asks the night to cut him into little stars. She says that take him and cut him out in little stars. When she says that, she welcomes, come gentle night. She welcomes the night. Come gentle night. Come, loving black broad night. Give me my Romeo. Bring me my Romeo. Give me my Romeo. And when shall I die? So when I die, if I die, what you have to do? Take him and cut him out in little stars. Why she says that cut Romeo into little stars? Because she wants him to remain forever. It means that it is nothing but immortality. Here we speak about immortality. Here Juliet wants Romeo to stay forever by shining brightly in the sky than the sunlight, that than the garish sunlight. Again, she says that his face will make the heavens so beautiful that the world will fall in love with the night and forget the garish sun. Garish is nothing but bright, shining. She asks Night to cut him into little stars if she should die. Juliet wishes to immortalize Romeo after his death by wishing to transform him into star. With this appeal, she wishes to immortalize her love for him. She is sure that the starlit sky then glows even richer than the shining beauty of the day. So she wants the night to shine brighter by the pieces of stars. So she wants her beloved, that is Romeo, to be made into or cut into pieces of stars. The world then starts admiring the beauty of night and stops glorifying the bright day. And she says that, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night. So she says that all the world starts admiring the beauty of night and pay no worship to the garish sun. The world stops glorifying the beauty of bright day. Stops glorifying the beauty of bright day. This is how Juliet is also full of praise and fascination for Romeo. By speaking of life after death, Juliet exhibits more passionate and intense love for her beloved. So let us conclude the second stanza of the poem. Come night, come Romeo, you are like a day during the night, Juliet says, lying on the wings of night, even whiter than snow on the wings of a raven. Come, gentle night, come, loving dark night, give me my Romeo. And when I die, what do you have to do? Take him and cut him into stars. That will make the night sky so beautiful that the entire world will fall in love with the night and forget about the tasteless sun. So, here we have winded up the first poem, Romeo and Juliet, by William Shakespeare. Take down the homework. Answer the following questions in about 200 words. How does Romeo glorify or describe Juliet's flawless beauty? How, according to Juliet, would Romeo be immortalized to the world? Thank you.